Welcome in everyone. We are here to talk Way of the Hunter once again. This time I wanted to invite you on a whitetail deer hunt. We are also going to be completing a mission and checking out the comic that goes along with it. I'll have a whole series on the comics, so stick around if you like that sort of thing. The hunt started out with focusing on a female whitetail. In the mission it asks us to harvest a female and a male whitetail deer without damaging the heart. That's probably best if you want to dish up that Venison Escabeche. I have been focused on doing the missions instead of paying for those passes, so I did find a good mature female whitetail, as I don't really want to take out any of the young ones. Basically, for breeding reasons, it really is better to have a younger female just stick around and hold out longer in the herd. And I am down here at this lake right around this cabin, and you can see I'm kind of picking out a perfect female to take. I mean, you gotta take a good shot on these critters, but watch how I ping and I follow this gal all the way until she's down. It's probably one of the most important things you can do. Just ping and watch as much as you can. Sometimes your line of sight might be broken, but just try and pick them back up wherever you can. Take it from me, I have spent a long time trying to track down a kill from a bad shot. And she really doesn't make it far. She's gonna basically collapse right there, and what's really weird about this is that I notice if you take a female, the herd kind of comes back. They don't really take off on you. I don't know if it's because she's a female and they don't really care, or if it's just kind of one of those mechanics where a female isn't going to cause that much of a stir in the herd. So I'm kind of watching them all come back to the exact location where they were. And again, I am going to find a mature buck, and it's going to be a 1-star because I really want to focus on taking out the lesser bucks around this lake and kind of cull the herd into producing a trophy. I do think it's kind of odd that they just come right back in, because I have hunted other whitetails, and whenever I take a buck, even the mule deers, they seem to just take off into the next valley. I really love how they did the animations for the herds. It's kind of nice that each animal is doing its own thing in this herd right now. You can kind of see they all are eating, yeah, sure, but each one has its own animation. So I'm going to sneak in here really close, get within 100 meters and try and set up for another shot. We do need a female and a male to complete this mission. So I'm going to keep scouting for a good buck, mainly right here on this 1-star. You can see I keep passing over that 3-star because I do not want to take him just yet, because we learned that they do grow based off age. And I mean, in real life, I'd really want the primo bucks to breed more and more with these mature and young females. That gives me a better opportunity at producing those trophies that we're going after. So I'm getting pretty close right now. I'm at about 104 meters, and that's pretty much the perfect range to shoot this 243 into the deers. And what is funny about this guy is he actually ends up moving quite a bit closer. So here in a minute, I'm actually going to back up a little bit just to keep that 100-meter range on him. So there he goes. He's moving up a little bit, and now he's about 85 meters. You can see up in the top right corner, every time I scope in on him, he was right about 80 meters away. And I'm just, look at that, I'm just watching him. He's doing his thing, being a stud, and that gives me plenty of time to set up a perfect shot. It's really key in this game to be patient with every single shot that you take, every single hunt that you are on, because sometimes they might not be in that perfect position for you, but if you just take a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and you can line up a way better shot that is ethical as the game wants you to be, and really it's gonna help you not have to track this beast as far as you would if you take a bad shot. Because like I said, I've done my share of tracking and sometimes it's not fun. So you might want to go fast, but really take your time and line it up just like this, and you will not have to track more than 100 meters. You'll see he'll start to hunch over here in a second. He's really not liking what just happened. He wants to get out of here. And I will be doing a setting video to help track more, but really pressing X and holding X if you're on PC, just marking everywhere he goes. You can see I'm following him to a T. I don't want to lose him, because if you lose sight of him, I mean, it's going to make your tracking a whole lot harder. And here in a second, I am going to speed it up, get across this lake so we can actually go ahead and claim both of our harvests for this mission. And that guy really didn't make it far. Like I said, he made it about 100 meters. That doe that went down, he is just past her about 50 meters or so. Let's get across this lake really fast. I feel like I really made a good shot on her. Maybe not so good of a shot on him. He did get a little bit farther, but he is a little heavier. So let's claim this doe. It looks like a really good shot to me. When I spin it around and let the bullet cam play out, it actually did pass all the way through. So we got a nice double lung. You can see there the projectile actually does come out the other side. And we get a lot of damage to that left lung and the artery. Now, I am going to be looking for this other guy. I quickly go over here, look towards the track, but earlier when I was scoping in with my binos, I did see him. I didn't know exactly where he was going to be, but when I replayed the video, I actually did see him in the binos. So he's just right up here next to this set of trees. And again, we had a really good hunt at this lake. Both of them went down within 100 meters of where we took the shot. Again, shot placement is key. And there he is. I finally spotted him right next to these trees, as I said, right at the base of this cliff. And it's an amazing spot for whitetail. If you're ever looking to get whitetails, this is the lake to do it at. There you go again, a nice right lung with some left lung damage as well. We didn't quite get the pass through here because it actually hit that rib on the other side. I always go ahead and check the overview, and there you go, 41.62% genetics. He wasn't really gonna make it that far. But there you go, that's all there is to it. It's not exactly rocket science. Take out a female and a male without damaging the heart. Which, I mean, damaging the heart unless you're taking a frontal or a very low, perfect side profile shot, I mean, you're just not gonna hit that heart. So now the mission says check the mailbox. The mailbox is going to be at the main lodge, so I'm just gonna quickly go over there and then head over to the mailbox where we picked up the keys to the lodge in the very first segment of the game. I don't want to spoil anything for you, so I'm going to skip over all of that and get straight into the comics. The comics are amazing looking. I'm really glad that they did this sort of thing in this game, mainly because it adds some depth to the storyline. Like, we get that whole radio thing like Call of the Wild does, but here in these comics we actually have a little bit more. And we learn about our character. We get to see him as a child and developing all these childhood friendships. Let me know down in the comments what you all think about these comics and the storyline so far. But with that, I don't want to spoil any more, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for watching another one, and as always, have a good day.